Welcome back. Ed Martin here on the Pro America Report. Man, that's some great interviews. Some great interviews. The Pro America Report has the best interviews. That Mike Davis interview just happened. You need to go listen to that. Go to proamericareport.com and you can find all the interviews we do right there, all the standalone segments, or go to theanswersandiego.com and you can find the podcast. I got to tell you, I was going back and forth on Periscope. Each day I do a Periscope at noon Pacific time, 3 o'clock East Coast time. And somebody was making comments in there. They're saying, where do I find a radio show if I don't live in San Diego? And the answer is go to theanswersandiego.com, and you can either stream the show there live, my show, Andrea Kaye's show, get the show's podcast or whatever, or go to proamericareport.com and check out there. Let me finish up. I just got a couple of minutes. 2 points. Number one, there was a piece recently about Joe Biden and his vice presidential pick. Okay. And so I was reading that and I was thinking, okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's see what's going on. But here's the thing that you get into this and you hear, and this is really important. This is, and actually Mickey Kaus, our friend that comes on the program frequently, at Kaus Mickey, Kaus Mickey on Twitter. He's got a great, email that comes out periodically that gives you an update on things, but he flagged this, and I'm going to do it too. Article in Politico, and here's the sort of money quote buried way down in this article. Here's the quote in the piece: "Many Democrats agree that the running mate decision is so personal that it will be made primarily by Biden himself, rather than, like policy issues, a committee of his closest advisors. This has created a parlor game for Democrats." Now, do you understand what that says? It says that this decision, VP, it's personal, so Biden will make the decision. The other decisions is a committee of his closest advisors. So doesn't that beg the question, who's going to run America? I've told you this for 6 months. Who's going to run America if Biden was elected president? It's not him. Now, I know everybody's got close advisors. I'm not saying that the president makes all the decisions, but doesn't it feel like Biden is being led by more folks? I mean, led in a way that's different than most. I mean, it feels, and I can tell you when you're chief of staff to a principal, I was chief of staff to a governor, 95% of the decisions, maybe 97%, are made by the chief of staff in the way the principal would want. You have to be kind of copacetic with your boss enough that you make decisions the right way. And when you mess up, you have to understand that you have to learn from that. Okay. Here's the thing on this. Biden is admitting, or his people are saying, he's not the one making decisions. And again, I got to tell you, it makes me wonder who's going to be in charge. And I think the American people are going to get that. Now, last thing I want to tell you, and I'm going to run out of time. Dang it, I'm running out of time today. I apologize, but let me get this one in because it's very important. I mentioned this in the Andrea Kaye show. I talked about it, but I want to make sure you hear this, listeners, too. And that is this. Yesterday, the president of Notre Dame University in South Bend, Indiana, announced that they will not host the very first presidential debate in late September. He said he couldn't do it because he's bringing back all the students on campus and he just couldn't make it work. It was just kind of an admirable decision. He was basically saying, I don't want my kids. We're bringing back all the students. We're not going distance learning, and I can't bring on all these TV cameras and extra people and all this stuff. It'll be too disruptive. The Presidential Commission announced immediately that there will be a debate on that night. It's going to be at the Cleveland Clinic, the major hospital center. It's a huge center. It's not going to be at the hospital, but it's going to be Case Western. The Cleveland Clinic will host the first debate. My point here is, I've been thinking that Biden will try to dodge the debate. I still think he might. But it's getting harder. The Presidential Commission on Debates it's made up of bureaucrats. They lean left, but they clearly want to have this action. And so the idea that they canceled Notre Dame and that Jenkins said he couldn't do it, but they immediately named another one, makes me think maybe there will be a debate. In which case, holy cowabunga, it's going to just destroy Biden's chances, I got to think. All right, listen, let me say thank you, as always, to Noah. I was filling in for Andrea Kaye. He also produces down there on that show earlier in the day. So thank you to Noah for his great work. Thank you to Joanna for booking our many guests. And thank you for listening. Don't forget, go to theanswersandiego.com. Check things out there. And I'll be back tomorrow night. It's Ed Martin here on the Pro America Report. Thanks for listening.